Rice ready to kick off and get things started here in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off play action on first down. Fires to the right. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one.
Okay, ready?
Gonna run it. It's Terrell. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Kept it on the ground on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Pulls and fires complete to the right. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Might be changing the route. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And look, I know this offense made some adjustments at halftime, and they couldn't wait to get back out on the field and try to generate a score. But their defense is playing lights out. So to me right now, this is a no-brainer. After the incompletion on 3rd, just punt it away and let your defense eat.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. They'll leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Quarterback running on the draw. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. He'll ride his man on the option. The pitch. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
3rd down. Offense trying to go option, seeing if they can outflank the defense by pitching it, but nothing there. Great penetration up front. The defense looked like they were ready for it, guys, and they were able to come away with a massive negative play.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with the receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
On the run, it's Terrell. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Give to the fullback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll try the right side. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. When you've already set your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Looking downfield, it's Jenkins. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Oh, a lot of space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the 1st down. Now you got to keep it going.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Gives it on the option. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Hauls it in. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
On the option. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
I tell you what, as that ball starts to get towards the sideline when they're running these option plays, man, those outside players become more pivotal. My corners have to be able to tackle. My secondary is going to be much more involved in getting the quarterback to the ground. Nice job by the secondary, by this defense.
Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. Got his man. Lots of running room. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On third down, going up top. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
And third down is money down. I got to have guys that come up big, and really nice job of understanding where I'm out on the field to make sure I keep that foot in bounds and get the big first down.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Going with the counter play here. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Got his man. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella really had nowhere to go. You're trying to catch people off guard by throwing it to him. He was a little bit open, but man, that closed fast, and he had nowhere to go. No gain on the play.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Offense facing 4th down.
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense